Hey, I'm gonna be moving soon, and so I thought it'd be a good time to give an apartment tour since it's not gonna be like this forever. What's up, MTV Cribs? As you see, I got a wooden door with a little peephole, and sometimes I look through the peephole, but I stopped doing that because I think that's kind of creepy to watch people going by when they don't know. You saw my front door, now you're gonna see my back door. Okay, no. When I first moved in, I kind of needed to add some color and some stuff that made me feel like me. So I have these magazines that I really like. They're vintage magazines called Ideals, and it's poetry. It's kind of really religious, but I like the poetry and I love the pictures, and the paper is really nice. So I just tore out pages from that magazine and literally taped it up here. And I think the tape I used is like screen printing tape, which is a little ridiculous because it's really expensive tape. It's like $15 tape. So yeah, but I love it. It's something that just like makes me really happy, and I like the outdoors and I love flowers, and it just reminds me of that, and so I really like it. So right next to my door, I have my key hook because, yeah, I lose my keys if I don't have a place to put them. And then right there is a back of one of the magazine's Ideals, and I did a screen print on it, and then I framed it. And it's kind of hard to tell what it is because it's so dark, but I love the mysteriousness about that. And above my door, that fire alarm, I hope it would go off if a fire happened because I do not have my batteries in because it's super sensitive because my kitchen is very small, and I'll show you soon. But yeah, I have a little beads up here because I really like beads, and yeah. Over here in my corner, aside from the door, I have a bunch of prayer flags. This one I made when I was 16. Yeah, I made it when I was 16. I remember like sitting on the floor making it. And then there's one back there that you can't really see as much, but I made that one recently. And then all the ones in the front I made really recently to put them on my Etsy to sell them. And I have little fabric pieces over here that I really love. This one is inspired from like a sunset I saw when I was on Vashon Island, and I was just like really in love with the beautiful sunset. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get some scraps and make a little sunset, and yeah, I like it. And then I loved it so much that like 2 years later I wanted to try to make another one. So that's those fun little fabric pieces are. And they're both hand sewn. I really like fabrics. And then also in this corner is kind of just like a bunch of altars that are ever changing. And honestly, most of my furniture was given to me for free. This right there, found that in an alley. That I found in someone's like front of their house. That also was in an alley. And really cool, it has a amethyst crystal to like open it. Let's see. Yeah, and I put that on there because when I found it in the trash, there was no doorknob, and it was like had this weird stripes on it. So I like painted it black, and I added a doorknob with a crystal I had, and I really liked that. I have some paints up there because I'm a painter. I like to paint. And then right there I went to the waterfront and I picked up a bunch of broken pieces of glass, and I did runes on them so I can like go through and like pick some runes. And then I hand sewed this little pouch for it, and then I actually dyed it in rosemary, but it didn't really show up that much color. That's what happens though when you do natural dyes. You never really know what's gonna happen. This is a broken mirror. Sadly it broken, but I'm still kind of keeping it. It's from the 1930s, and so I really thought it was cool, and I'm not ready to get rid of it yet, but I should. Got some ink right here because I like art. I live in a studio, and like honestly it feels like an art studio. It's an art studio with a bed, which I'll get to soon. This is like the middle part of my house, apartment, studio, and it's this really nice desk that has really big, like, I'm just gonna show you how long these are. They're really full because I just have a bunch of stuff because it's my desk that I use for everything, but like wowzers. I got this on the side of the road and I had to ask them to hold it for me for a day before I could like pick it up with the car. And the lady told me that it was her mom's writing desk for 30 years. And so I planned for it to be my writing desk for 30 years. I've had it for 1 year so far and I love it. The color isn't really showing up on the camera, but it's this dark forest screen. Maybe I'll be able to get a shot of it. But yeah, this is where I spend a lot of my time doing things. And I have this huge blanket here right now because my other blanket, I spilled boba on it and I haven't washed it. So now I have this one. Also, I made this ceramic cross with like clouds on it and I really like that one. I want to like clean everything and then just like only have 3 things strategically placed because that's not really how I live my life. This is how I live my life. I have notebooks from the past year. I have a Chinese New Year ox because it's my year, 1997, and I'm super excited about that, and I found that. So yeah, that's like kind of like really guiding me towards this year. Oh, how do I even start with this desk? I got some incense, I have a Wandering Jew right there, a black candle, I have this ceramic head that I made myself. Yeah, this is like more perspective kind of like angle to show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, I love it. And I really wanted a pink couch, and so I got a pink couch, but I bought it online and it's like an ashy pink, but you know what, I've grown to love it. And yeah, I usually spend my time on that side, and then as you see there's just like a bunch of random stuff here. These are some pillows I've made. I have a doll that was given to me. I have some more flags over here that I didn't put up. I have some screen prints right here, and I have my laptop, and I have my what is this? Oh, the Beat pill charging because I listen to a lot of music. And I have art pieces that are really heavy, and I didn't want to try to put them up on my walls because it's kind of really hard to put things on these walls. They're hard. So yeah, these are some paintings I've made, and I just kind of like sit and eat my food and hang out. I don't know what to say about this other than this is my bed. But this is my bed, and it's really boring linens right now. They're just cream colored because I lived with roommates, which were my neighbors, and then they had like really, their house just smelled, and I literally got rid of all my linens, and it was like stuff from when I was a kid because I just like, I just could not get that smell out. And now I have like, these are all Brooklyn in though, so they're all really nice, but it's not that colorful. But it's kind of nice to have something that's not so colorful in a place that's super colorful, which I didn't really do intentionally. It's just, I just bought them like a year ago, and it's kind of just what happened. On my bed right now, I have a field guide to lucid dreaming, mastering the art of aeronautics, or is it Oneoranics? Someone help me with that. But yeah, I'm on the last chapter right now, and it's really good. And I just have some sweater that I threw on here because don't we all just throw things on our bed? Especially when you live in a studio and it's so small, you kind of just throw it some places if you don't put it in the closet. But yeah, I have my electric guitar right here because I just bought it 2 weeks ago and I don't have a stand. So I'm just putting it like on things at the time being, and sometimes, actually a couple times, I've taken naps and I just didn't move the guitar. So in other words, I sleep with my guitar. I have oracle cards, I have my dream book, and I have a new journal that I'm going to start using. And yeah, we're just gonna, that's what you see, and close it. Yeah, I got some Lisa Frank stickers right here. I put my tote bags on the side. This one I made, which is cool. I usually put my towels up here because the further back you go into my place, I just feel like there's less ventilation, and I usually take off my towel right here and stuff because this is kind of like my beauty vanity. And yeah, I always take off my towel here and I just inhabit throat right here. I have like a pretty little picture of a naked lady that I painted at a live figure drawing at one of my last classes in college, which was, yeah, I really love it. I love it so much. It's just like really calming and beautiful, and it's the only one I used color because we were told to use graphite in that class. And there just came a point where I was just like, I really love color. And I remember bringing up my watercolors and using them, the teacher coming by and being like, oh, cool, you're using color. And I'm just happy that I trusted my intuition to use color because it turned out really good. Yeah. Brought you a little closer to me because I'm going to show you this bad boy. This, downstairs in my basement, a lot of people used to like just put things down there to like give away for free, and this was like really hideous. It was like a really light wood, and like it had gold right here, but even the gold, it just seemed really like dimmed down, and so I painted it all black, and then I repainted the gold around here because I like the gold of my acrylic more. And then I got some, this was like in springtime, I got some flowers from my garden and I pressed them between my magazines, the ones that you saw on my wall, yeah, on my door. Yeah, I pressed those, and 3 weeks later I glued them all, and I put a little like black paint on the mirror as well to kind of give it more like a cozy like portal feeling. And when I get done with like the shower or whenever I want to put on lotion, this is where I do it. This is where I get my lotion. It's not that much stuff here, honestly, but yeah, I really like this moisturizer I've been using. It's Blue Chamomile Day Moisturizer. It's pretty nice. Got my sunglasses, so I remember to put them back in the car when I go in there. I have a broken one that I found that I really want to fix. You know, I got a pick. Yeah, a little candle, and then a little, this is like one of the first pots I ever made, and it just has some like hair clips and like, oh, I like to do braids, so I have like these little teeny rubber bands in there. But yeah, there's some like, it's really not that full right now because I just kind of like set this up like 4 months ago, and so it's just kind of random stuff here so far. But I love the mirror. I think it's super cool, and yeah. Oh, I have to show you one more part in like the main place. This right here is my designated chair for clothes. We all have a chair that we put clothes on, right? So I wasn't gonna clean it. I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah. That's it. Now that we're like out of that and like studio part, I wanted to show you the like main overview of it. So I have ribbon going around the top, which took a really long time, but I really like it. And yeah, my flags again, and I have a paper chain, and I have one window in the studio, so that's it. And I'm using curtains from my childhood home. But yeah, let's see if you can see that. Yeah, so I have a labyrinth right there, and a lot of the times I like to start there and go all the way in and then turn all the way out. And I like to dance when I do it, turn on music loud, and it's super fun. I actually met a guy at a grocery store who I thought was hot, which is really weird because he had a black eye, and that's like how we started talking. And our first date is I asked him to come over to my house and make a labyrinth with me on my floor. So thanks for making that with me, kid. Now I showed you the like studio part of it, and then this part is like my dining room. There was a time that this was full with beads, but I will tell you what, I've had friends help me do these, but I mostly did them myself. Right now I have 5. There used to be like a lot more, but I like to like walk through beads. It feels good. But I hand like threaded them. And after like 3 broke, I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore. It takes way too much time. But I really love it. They're multicolored. They're kind of like all random. And there's little, I have to show you. There's little skulls. So I really like it. And then Just to show you some more decoration in my hallway leading towards the like dining room table, I have some like, here you go. I have my mini razor. Yeah, the mini razor. I have this little razor too. Just more decoration in this like hallway leading towards the not main hallway or main place is this print that I found when in one of my last apartments. It's just two naked people on rollerblades. Like, how could I say no to that? And then down here I have this little ceramic hanging that I made myself and more beads. Oh, and a self-portrait of myself. Don't we all have self-portraits of ourselves? This table was given to me by my friend's mom because I needed a table for my first apartment, and she literally was like, well, someone left that at our house, you can have it. And so I've had it for 3 years now, and I love it. And you know, I eat on my couch a lot more than right here because I used to use this as like a work table too. But yeah, this is just like right here, and it's nice, and I love it. And I'm going to show you the little decorations that are like facing towards that. So I have some lavender drying right there. I have a picture of a tree that's literally outside my house, but I really love that tree. And I have a little crystal that's wrapped that I found on the floor a really long time ago, but I love it. And right here is some framed dry herbs, or not herbs, those are flowers. Because of my 24th birthday, I really just wanted to do something for myself. So I went on a long walk and I picked some flowers. And yeah, I left it at someone's house and they brought them to me. They're like, hey, your birthday flowers. And they were all kind of dried. And so I was like, you know, it would be nice. I'm going to frame them. So, you know, happy birthday to me. And then, so that's the table. And then right here is my refrigerator and a little bit of like art. But yeah, I just have some more things that I've just kind of collected over time. I got some like little bundles, got some things that I've like foraged. I have some in there, there's roses, I have willow, and that's like cedar and pine and lavender. And then back in there I have some herbs that I bought from the store. But yeah, I have some little art that I like put up here. My love is for nature. Oh, and I really wanted to go to a yard sale last summer. Oh, it was 2 summers ago. It wasn't this summer. And next door, literally across the street, I'm laying on my bed and I'm like, it's 4 p.m. And I'm like, okay, there was no yard sales. I biked all around town and I saw no yard sales. And then I hear yard sale, yard sale, yard sale. And it's these kids. And then I go over there. It's literally right across the street and they're having a yard sale and the kids are just screaming it. And what did I get? I got some index cards. I got that little lantern, and I got the I love you, I love you, I love you chalkboard. And it said I love you 3 times already on there. And yeah, the I love yous literally even have like I love you even on top of that. And one of the little girls just came up to me and like literally put it right in front of me. And I was like, okay, I have to buy it. It goes with my aesthetic, and that's just adorable. So up there I have some more just like dried plants, and then I have this glass bulb that I made when I was, I think, 14, 15, maybe 16. I think I was 16. But yeah, I really like these, and I love bells. So these are bells. If my hair's in a bun and I walk by, I usually make the bells go bell because it's pretty short in here. It's kind of hard to tell from the camera how short it is because it might actually look like there's some height in here. You know, there is some height in here, but it's shorter than your average apartment, I'll tell you that. So yeah, you see my dining room table. How fun! And then go over to this nook and you have my very small kitchen. I haven't been baking a lot this year because my stove is so small and it just burns things. You see how this is slanted right here? It's because it is under the stairs, everyone. I'm living my Harry Potter life. But you know what? I think that it's really cute that the cabinets are down there. and they're up there. I really like how the cabinets are placed. I have some artwork right there. I have some more artwork right there. And I just kind of keep my pots and pans up there because I'm very limited space, as you can tell. Now let me go show you the stairs. This is the outside of my apartment. These lovely stairs right here underneath is my kitchen. I really love wallpaper, but I can't go out and wallpaper a whole apartment. So I just kind of like pinned up these papers that are really nice from the art store, and I put some elephant bells on there, and look how hilarious that toilet paper is. Let's all laugh. It's on the door, but honestly the toilet's right there, so it really does help. It's good placement, everyone. And I wanted a theme of roses, black and gold, and it really did come through. This is a nice little mirror that I had, and I'm just gonna give you a quick tour, but not too much. It's just like my cabinet is open, which is really whatever. So yeah, that's my studio apartment tour. I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, I think that was pretty fun.